Hi, Mark here from the Tangent-Bound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangent-Bound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangent-Bound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangentBoundNetwork.com and see if Tangent-Bound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurter. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's going on? This is Salty Language, episode 288.
Goddamn sexiest podcast on the motherfucking network. Mm-hmm. They were Salty Language. I figured I'd go in guns blazing.
Yeah, I like it.
Right?
Yep. So I'm Tony.
I'm Brian.
Yeah. Except that we're not. We're actually the opposite of what we just told you.
So let's try that again.
I'm Brian.
I'm Tony.
Yes.
And this is my beer.
I didn't know we had a special guest.
Oh my God, it blew up on my lap.
If you had a nickel for every time you said that.
You cunt beer.
Yeah, well, there's the show title.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, man, that is...
Now my sock's all wet. It's been seriously sitting on the counter doing nothing.
Oh, man.
And it just exploded. That is not a good omen for the other ones having this little cooler next to me.
No, it isn't. Like maybe, just stick your hand down in the cooler and open it in the cooler.
Yeah, maybe.
That way if it explodes, it's fairly contained.
On the bright side, I think my dog likes IPA. She's licking my leg and stuff.
Your dog's,
and there's no peanut butter action. It's all IPA.
Your dog is Hosehead from Strange Brew.
Nice. Good call.
She's going to go run outside and jump in the air and a cape's going to come out.
Wow, that sucked. Oh, my God. I didn't even look at it because I was looking at you when I opened a beer.
Yeah.
And then I felt my foot get wet. What the hell?
Well, I'm glad it was beer.
Yeah, really.
I'm glad it wasn't your dog or you that somehow
I was
soaked
so
your
excited
foot.
to see. I just, emptied my testicles onto my foot.
Wait, your testicles?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought
That's how excited I was to see you, Brian.
pretty excited. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Just dropping a batch right on your ankle. That's kind of
All
weird,
right.
dude.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right. Boy, we're off to a rousing start here. Or should I say,
288.
an arousing start?
Nice.
Oh, goodness.
Well, that was something,
Yeah, it's always something.
right?
Oh, man. So, yeah, I don't know what I was going to say there. I forgot. Meh. So, how was your week, sir?
It was a good week.
Yeah?
It's been a good week. Hasn't been, obviously I do have things to talk about.
Ooh,
But it has been like eventful to the point that I'm like, oh my God, everyone's got to hear this. It's been a good week. Well, although we did do trivia again, took 4th place this time. Not as good.
Ooh, a
But
regression?
when there's only 2 or 3 people on the team
Yeah.
against people that have like 10 to 12 people, taking 4th is pretty good.
Yeah, I guess there's that, right? I feel like that's all my fault because, had I been there, I'm sure you wouldn't have had a regression.
Right?
I know.
You were missed, Brian. You
Dude,
were missed.
I'm not going to lie, that day and the day before, I had one of the worst migraines I've ever had. And I don't know if it was just a migraine. I kind of feel like it was a migraine and a sinus headache, kind of 1-2 combo in me. It was a handicap match, if you will. And,
Damn straight.
oh boy. Yeah, it was an Extreme Rules handicap match. Like they were hitting me with
That
chairs.
does not seem good.
No, it was brutal. Like, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, I was at one point in my room in the dark, complete dark, and I was almost crying. Well, not almost. My eyes were watering. It was hurting so bad to where I was actually considering going, like, having someone take me to the emergency room because
Wow.
the pain was so bad. Like, I got to get something to knock this pain, basically. And, I took the last Excedrin that I had, and the sinus headache part of it seemed to go away. And when that happened, it was more tolerable.
Right.
Then it was, I mean, it still hurts like hell because it's a migraine, but it was not as, but at least my whole head didn't hurt at that point.
Well, if you would have came with us, I would have just shoved tasty beers in your face.
Yeah, and I really thought that's probably not the best idea, but
Boy, you don't know until you have a nitroized Yeti.
okay.
It's pretty delicious.
Yeah, I guess maybe that would have made the difference. I don't know.
Or a bourbon barrel aged Arrogant Bastard IPA.
I'm sure that would have worked.
Exactly.
6-7 of those, I would have been golden,
You would have been feeling fine. F-I-N-E fine.
I don't know, 6-7 of those, I probably would have been feeling the floor, but,
To the windows,
yeah, to the walls, yeah.
the walls.
Like, okay, the next question is, and I'm like, I know, and like raising my hand, or where's the buzzer?
Spartan kick.
Yeah. like, no, Brian, this isn't Jeopardy.
But yeah, I got a little sushi dinner on Wednesday, which was nice.
Yeah.
Every so months I go out and have a little social, but the place is so fucking busy, man. Because Wednesdays is half off sushi night.
Well, that'll do
Which is,
it. Yeah.
Bargain shopping.
Yep.
I had to like park by the dumpster basically.
And that's where you got the sushi, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, it smells the freshest.
Yeah. Pull the old Seinfeld, it's like if it's on top, it's still good,
Yeah, exactly.
It's not trash
But
if it's
then-
on the top.
But we're leaving, and Renee, she had to park in Aldi's next door because there's no spaces.
Oh, wow.
And then of course it's like pitch black out or whatever because it was 8 at night. And she's like, "Well, I'm all the way down there." I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "You don't have to walk me in my car." I'm like, "Nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think I can handle it."
I thought your response was going to be, I wasn't planning to.
That would have been funny. Like, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, just trying to be a gentleman.
Right. No, that's
Make sure
understandable.
all these weirdo doesn't attack you for a quarter so I can get a shopping cart.
Hey, listen, that only happened once, dude. After the court told me
That's
to stop,
true.
I quit.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Man, so trivia and sushi and that's
Trivia, sushi. Like I said,
all
I
right.
definitely have. I mean, today I had a day off today because it was a talent show for my daughter.
sure.
3-day weekend, which is nice because I was driving around early and like, tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday. And I was like, oh, wait, it's only Friday.
Yeah.
I think I fist pumped, ran over a toddler. It was awesome.
Yeah, well, that'll happen. Shouldn't have been standing there. Yeah.
Should have been standing there
Yeah.
on the sidewalk.
So, what did Leah do for the talent show? If you don't mind sharing.
No, it's fine. She sings every year.
Uh-huh.
And she sang.
She sings every year.
Sings every year, man. Sings
Yeah,
every
man. All right.
year. Man.
Man.
But she sang Dear Theodosia from Hamilton
Right.
because, Jeannie's into musicals.
Sure.
And so it rubs off on her, I guess, because Leah's into music in general. She did a good job, though. But it was funny because before school, she's like, oh, God, I'm so nervous, Dad. I'm like, oh, about what? You sing in the talent show every year. What are you nervous about?
Sure.
And she's like, well, no one at school knows I like musicals. She's like, I just feel like I'm really putting myself out there.
And you're like, well, you are. No.
Yeah.
No, you
was like, nah.
you're like, you are, nerd, and then gave her a wedgie.
Yeah, nerd. Shoved her into the snow,
Yeah.
which you don't have.
You save some.
Yeah, for sure.
Just for shoving nerds
yeah.
into.
Yeah, it's a nerd shoving snow.
Naturally.
I got a big bucket of it.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean,
Yeah, right?
gotta stay prepared.
Fuck yeah. Even in the heat of summer. Like, here, follow me behind my garage. There's a big cooler.
Right. Yeah.
Shove. Full of snow.
Right. Except by then it's just ice.
Yeah.
Like one block.
Jagged, unforgiving ice.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's an Extreme Rules and Falls Count Anywhere match now.
Like, why is the nerd shoving snow covered in red slush? Like, well,
Maybe not slush. Just saying.
it's nerd blood, actually.
Actually, the correct response is, what are you, a cop?
Yes, you are correct. That is the best response.
Yeah.
5-0? Question mark.
Yeah. Man.
But the thing was that really blew my mind at the talent show was you found out exactly who the crowd that goes to school is. Like 96% white people.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember what song was playing, but the crowd started clapping along with it.
It was Pony by Genuine. Yeah.
I hope so.
So inappropriate.
Dude.
Yeah.
So inappropriate.
Yeah.
It was a detachable penis.
Yeah.
A king missile.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I want to hear is a fourth grader. Detachable penis.
Mm-hmm.
Watch everyone freak out. But no, the clapping was no one had the rhythm at all.
Oh, of course.
It
Stupid
was
white
like
people.
it sounded like waves of clapping instead of like a nice solid clap.
Oh, right.
And Gene and I just looked at each other and just started giggling like idiots because
yeah.
oh, these people are so white
Yeah.
and not in rhythm.
Right.
It was terrible.
It was probably the first time most of them had clapped, especially in unison. Or
That's true.
Unison.
Yeah, quote unquote.
Yeah.
First time they've ever clapped, but not the first time they've had to clap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
they all had angry pisses earlier.
well, that'll happen,
That's what keeps them out of rhythm, actually, all that pain.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, right? I mean, I'd be out of rhythm. Well, I'm not. I don't have any rhythm. Who am I trying to?
Maybe you'll get in rhythm. You gotta go pick up a case of the clap.
Not. You know what? I'm good.
It's a show. It's for the show, Brian. For the show, an experiment.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess in order to, most likely, anyway, the way generally you pick up the clap, I mean, at least I would get that benefit out of it.
You talk about slinging some dick.
Yeah. Damn right, man.
Damn right, man. I sang it.
I sangs it every year. Sangs It might be the name of the show. So, you know, you and I are assholes. And
Oh, absolutely.
I know there's no way you sat through a talent show without some kid getting up there and just being god awful. So, what was the worst thing you saw? And I want the kid's name too, so I can, you know, find him and taunt them.
Honestly, there wasn't one kid that really dropped the ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, is this a talent show to where any kid can be in it, or do they have to try out, be approved?
They could.
Okay.
I think they have to try out, but I don't know if they have to get approved. I think it's more of a tryout to make sure they're not going to be like singing Detachable Penis,
right?
Basically.
That'd be so damn funny.
Yeah.
So wrong, but so funny. A kid gets up there and
the beat drop. Fuck the police.
Straight out of Compton. Like, whoa. Like, we can't have this here. No one's going to understand this hip and hop music.
Right?
Like, have you looked around at the demographic?
Probably the worst thing that happened was there was two girls that were playing the violin for the national anthem, you know? And in the middle of it, you heard one violin kind of like get very unsteady and unsure.
Oh,
and then you just hear this girl go, I can't do it. And you look, and her sheet music just fell off her music stand.
Jeez. Now,
so
see,
people like rush it trying to help her out.
Oh, yeah. Now, see, I feel bad for that kind of situation. I was just meaning some kid that's up there, like, you know, trying to Sangs It and just, you know, just awful.
Everyone did all right.
Oh, well, that's
and
good.
It was actually the girl that, you know, her sheet music jacked up. She came back out later to play a song, and she first started everything by going, I have tape this time, which I was like, she made up for her little flub earlier. Nice. Also, break the mood with the crowd. Exactly.
You know, with the tape, it's a little jokey, you know, like, I've got tape this time. Everyone, a nice lighthearted chuckle falls across the crowd. Not in unison, though, because of the rhythm thing, you know? and,
no. Yeah. Of course not.
And then she gets up there and busts some Gangster's Paradise or something. I don't know.
Someone else comes out, sits on a chair backwards.
Obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can relate to them. Yeah.
Oh, right. I can break them. God damn it. Stupid Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
This one's going to become The Blind Side. What?
Yes.
Is that the sequel to Gangsta?
Sure, why not?
I don't even know what the fuck that movie was called.
Dangerous.
It's Gangsta's Paradise, but I know it's not.
No, it's Dangerous Minds.
That's right, Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
Dangerous Minds 2, Blind Side.
That'd be great if they started doing sequels to movies that way. Like, it's a totally different movie, but you're like, it's pretty much the same thing, so we're just going to call it.
Thing.
Yeah. Dangerous Minds 2, The Blind Side.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
The Michael Orr story.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I can get behind that. I'd be alright with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How about your week, man?
Well, you know, headaches early on in the week. Last couple of days have been better. I talked about this a little bit on the Crazy Life, but I think it's kind of it's a big thing for me in that
there's
a website that we've used to for articles and just ideas for the Crazy Life called The Mighty. And it's a site where they talk a lot about mental illness and different, like, not just mental stuff, but sometimes like physically debilitating diseases and stuff like that. And a lot of blogs and stuff posts on the site are written by people who have these things. So they're not like incredibly clinical, but more of this is what it's like, you know, when doves cry. No, It's like, but you know, it's like, there was one on there that was talking about what it's like to not want to live, but not be suicidal. You know, and there's a difference in the two. A lot of people don't understand unless you've kind of been there. So anyway, but there's a lot of stuff on the site. So there's a lot of like more upbeat stuff too. But anyway, I submitted one of my previously written blogs to the site. So, and I'm actually going to start looking at the site too, potentially, because they post things that they're kind of looking for, like articles on this or this. So I'm going to start looking at them, and if I see something kind of tickles my fancy, I'm planning to, you know, try to submit to it, you know, more to kind of participate in the site.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a big deal for me because it kind of, it's putting myself out there, even though the blog's already published, like it's already on my WordPress. But
Right.
It's still the idea that my WordPress is only going to get, whatever it gets. This site is a big site that also farms out to like the Huffington Post and other sites. So not that it necessarily means that, but there's the ceiling for it.
The potential's there.
Yeah, the ceiling for it is way higher than my WordPress is, most likely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And, if I get, turned down, that's fine too. It's just, I thought the one that I submitted was kind of an interesting, short, post. So, yeah. Let's see, what else? There was something else and I can't remember what else I was going to say. So, yeah, whatever. It's been all right. Week's been pretty decent aside from, the headache from hell.
Aside from stabbing deep pains in your skull.
Deep hurting.
Deep hurting.
I almost sent you that GIF when I was, telling you, or when you texted me about not going,
Yeah,
I almost sent that
Mr.
back.
T I sent you?
Yeah.
Crying Mr. T.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, I almost sent you the deep hurting one because, I know you and I are fans of.
Oh yeah, I would definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. Aside, I've got a few other things, but.
Oh yeah, I also have some other things.
So. Right.
Things and stuff.
Well.
I need your opinion on this one.
Okay.
Because I can't figure out why this exists. But I was, working earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at the University of Toledo campus driving through it. And they have they've got their own police department, which is fine. They need a big enough school. They should.
Yeah, sure.
But they have a canine unit.
Okay.
I don't understand why they need a canine unit.
Maybe because of potential bombs?
Me?
or drug sniffing / bomb sniff. I don't, maybe that's the reason. I don't know.
But why wouldn't they call the big boy police instead of just,
Yeah, I don't know. Well, quicker response? That's the best I got.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, I drove by and I'm like, really? Canine unit? It's UUT police all over it? And it just seems weird to me.
Was it, never mind. I forgot what I was going to say. It totally blanked.
Plus, wouldn't I personally feel like a campus police dog is kind of like the minor leagues to police dogs.
Maybe it is, maybe, or maybe it's, because maybe it's a dog that's on the rise that, just hasn't gotten a push yet,
What if it's a dog on a way out because he sucks?
I was just going to say, or the dog is put down there to put over young talent,
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I'm just using wrestling analogies. But it could be that, it really could, I guess, be those kind of ideas,
I don't know. It's just, I thought it was bizarre. And I get the whole, maybe it's a bomb dog or I guess a drug dog, but
yeah,
I just don't even know why. It can't be cheap.
Probably not. Yeah. I wouldn't think so. So I don't know.
Every other UT cop drives some shitty Toyota with UT cop all over. This guy had a big old SUV with a fucking Shepherd in the back of it and stuff.
Nice.
I know. For all I know, it's probably just some douche of his dog that is just parking on campus trying to get some young trim or something.
Their whole budget is just that guy. And, it's like they get X amount of dollars. He's 95% of the budget. The other cops get the rest, Yeah,
exactly.
They've got to work 3 jobs. He just works that one.
Of course, the dog's going to be called something like a Rocket or, something lame that has to do with the school.
Rocket. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's nothing worse than when you're running down a hallway with a satchel of drugs. You hear, "Get 'em, Rocket."
Yeah. What's worse is if you get caught from behind by Rocket.
This is true.
Nothing worse than surprise Rocket.
Maybe surprise Pocket Rocket. You're like, "Hey, who's this lady I'm going to go make a move on?" Oh, it's a dick.
Yeah. That'll happen. There
you go.
I guess. I don't know.
In theory.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought the way you were looking.
Segway.
No, the way you were looking is like how you usually look right as you're about to hit something on the soundboard. So I paused to give you, so I wouldn't stomp all over it. And there was nothing.
Just grab my beer. Priorities.
No, it's fine. I understand. I fully understand.
Yeah. I guess I got another thing I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Because the beer made me think of this. So, I know you're not a big coffee guy.
Right.
But we've taken you to various coffee shops, right? Yes. And you're for sure a beer guy. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a craft beer thing, which if you listen to our last enthusiast with Del Freaky, which I've got some good responses to. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. People seem to be digging it.
Yep.
But if you listen to that episode, obviously we enjoyed craft beers.
Yeah.
Now, there's also craft coffee, right?
Yes.
Okay. The thing about craft coffee is, compared to craft beers, you walk into a coffee shop, and you look around, and like if you and I walked into a coffee shop, it would be like the Road Warriors walking into like the Royal Rumble. There'd be nerds fighting against mirrors and out plate glass windows, and there'd be coffee beans everywhere.
Right. Tell him, Hawk.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it would be like, though. Yeah.
But if we did that at like a craft brewery, we'd probably get our ass kicked.
It depends, but yeah, there's a better chance of it at least.
Yeah, it's just I thought it was odd because it's like it's the same weird hipster crowd enjoys both.
Yeah,
but like I said, we'd be chucking nerds over here, and probably getting our faces kicked in over here.
No, what would probably happen is we would get they take us both outside, and we think we're about to just get crushed. But we get outside and they're just like, trying to get us to talk it out.
Probably.
Yeah. Like,
come on, man.
Come on. Do you really want to do this? We're all just here to enjoy the beers, man. And they'll be like, but there's nerds.
Let's play some cornhole. That'll help you get over it.
Right. And Tony's like, I brought my nerd snow.
Yeah, but my vat of nerd ice. Yeah.
It's time to let that melt, man. Just like your heart.
Nice.
Come on, I'll buy you guys both a barley wine if you go back in.
God, barley! Save that barley wine.
I know, that's why I picked it.
Jeez,
I had to pick something. You and I would have. We would have just pitched them through a window at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Get that Hulk strength all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Actually, we'd go back inside, and then we'd hoist them up on the shoulders for the old doomsday device.
Nice.
Through the window.
To the walls.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Sorry, I'm downshifting. Maybe the beer wasn't such a great idea.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, I just thought that was, I was standing in Fury Road. I was just standing at a coffee shop looking at the people working, and I just, started thinking of hipsters, and we went to craft beer, and they think about the people working there, and it's just totally different crowds usually. Let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this. Can you kick my ass? So like if you go to a regular place and get beer, and there's differences in the craft beers and stuff too, but it's like going from regular whatever beer to craft beer, there's a pretty significant flavor profile change and also a pretty hefty increase in the price,
Right.
Now, does coffee follow the same pattern? Like if you go to a quality coffee place, comparing that to a craft coffee place, that's kind of what I'm doing.
There is a difference.
Okay. Like a significant difference?
I think so.
Okay, that's fair. I don't drink coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. I've definitely been in some shitty coffee houses.
Yeah.
But like for instance, like myself, I do a lot of Starbucks because I know what I'm getting.
Right.
And a lot of people shit on Starbucks, and it's fine because a lot of times you get crappy Starbucks. Sure. But I would rather go to a Starbucks than like a Tim Hortons or a Speedway.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But if I have my ultimate goal, I'd rather go to the mom and pop. This is the single storefront where they actually care for their coffee, and it tastes so much better.
Okay, fair enough. Now, what about the price? Is there a significant price difference?
Depends on it also depends on what you get.
Well, say you're getting similar product. Let's say.
Like me, I just basically drink coffee.
Right.
So Starbucks, coffee's like $2.10 or something like that. I'll probably pay $2.50, $2.60 for something.
So that's not
a better place.
That's not like
it's not terrible.
The difference in beer goes from like $2 or $3 for a bottle to potentially, $5, $6, $7.
You're paying $19 for a bomber bottle.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was curious. Okay.
I mean, and I'm sure with certain types of coffee, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because remember when we were in Detroit at that place? They had all the different coffee beans around the middle.
Yeah.
Remember, they had all sorts of different price points in there.
Right.
So I was just looking more for like kind of a comparable from, apples to apples rather than,
I mean, I guess across the board, craft beer is more expensive in general.
Yeah.
Like if you were to look on a graph.
Yeah.
Then the coffee would be, I would presume, I don't know, maybe I'm just talking shit and someone that
probably because
listens to our show that loves coffee is going to be like, you asshole, you're talking shit.
I've noticed that like when we go to, most breweries we go to and stuff, like a pint starts at $4.
Yeah.
Rarely are they cheaper than that, sometimes, but it's pretty rare. Most of the time they're around $4 to start and then they move up,
Yes.
So, it seems like even the low end craft beer is twice the price of a different type of beer,
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I was curious with coffee. If there was like you said, if it was like $2.10 at Starbucks and like $4 at the other place, then it'd be like, ooh, okay, well, it's kind of the same percentage jump.
That's a hell of an upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
And for all I know, like the stuff like the lattes and all that, they might be more expensive, but I don't order them, so I don't know.
Right. That's right. You like your coffee black, like your men.
Goddamn right, Brian.
God, I love that line. It's one of my favorite lines in Airplane.
Yeah.
The little girl, I take my coffee black, like my men.
Like my men.
Yep.
I prefer mine dark and sweet, thank you.
Same difference. Like your men. Good times.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we've posted a couple of videos already up on the old Salty Language Pod over on the YouTubes.
Are you talking about our sweet and salty language series?
I certainly am, sir. Now,
that is lovely.
I was also sent with the goodies that are in those videos. I was also sent 3 boxes of Kraft Dinner, which is the Canadian Kraft macaroni and cheese, like in the the blue box stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was sent a white cheddar one, 3 cheese, and then just one that said extra creamy, it's pretty much just regular. No,
it's not regular though.
It's extra creamy, I know.
It's extra creamy.
So I've now consumed these products, and
okay.
And I didn't really feel like doing videos, so I didn't do videos. But anyway, it was amazing how much better that is than what we have here, or at least the last time I had it here. I haven't had it here in a while. Yeah. So yeah, it was like the 3 cheese was like better than any like box like that I've had. It was really surprising how much better it was.
Any idea what made it better?
No, it's just the cheese taste was more realistic. Like it tasted like real cheese rather than tasting like, I don't know, orange sawdust, Hot garbage? Yeah. So, like, ours is really bland. Like, it's just, like, when I eat it, I'm just like, there's no real flavor to this, Like, the only flavor to it's if I, like, put salt and pepper on it or something. And this had a good flavor to it. So, I was really surprised by that. So
That is interesting. I didn't honestly think there'd be that big of a difference.
I didn't know if there would or wouldn't be. I've been told by various people that there is a huge difference, and, they were not incorrect. So, now I'm all Tyrone Biggums about it, like.
You gotta go up to Windsor, get some mac and cheese, smuggle that shit back in the trunk of a car.
I may have to.
Right?
I get a passport just for that reason.
Damn straight.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, it was pretty interesting though.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Now I was told by Lisa Marie, who sent it to me, she said that the way she prefers to eat it is to also put like hash browns in it or on it and then ketchup all over the whole thing, which that is totally a Canadian thing, I think, the ketchup on mac and cheese.
Why don't you just skip a step, put ketchup chips on it?
Is that why she sent them to us? Did
Maybe.
we do
She's
it
like,
wrong?
it was a secret combo meal we didn't even know about.
Damn it, we did it wrong. But yeah, I was like, I don't know about the ketchup. You know?
Yeah, like I could see the hash browns on a mac and cheese.
Sure, why
My
not?
mom makes cheese potatoes.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Delicious.
Yep. But I don't
But
know about the ketchup.
the ketchup is right out. I don't like ketchup on
Yeah.
anything really.
Right. Now, I mean, like, I get ketchup with hash browns, I can understand. But ketchup with macaroni and cheese, I don't understand. Like, you know.
I prefer hot sauce.
Yeah.
So much hot sauce. I want like devil ejaculate on my mac and cheese. That's the kind of hot sauce I want.
Wow, that's an odd name for a brand of hot sauce.
That's actually my future brand coming up. Check saltylanguage.com/devil's ejaculate. Buy a bottle.
Oh my, it's basically like a shake weight. And then after a few shakes, it finally comes out.
The bottle's a 2-pronged dick.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. And each side's got separate parts of it. And then when it comes out, it mixes together to, you know.
Yeah, to make devil's ejaculate.
To make the,
Yeah.
That's terrible. Ugh.
Although it's kind of a long title to put on a bottle. I might just shorten it down to like Devil Spunk. Maybe. It's a working title.
There's a nice ring to it. Devilspunk.com. A lot of people think that it's Devil's Punk, you know.
Oh, yeah. And be like, I love punk. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's not what it's like. No, you need to read that bottle again. Oh, my God.
Because, you know, it's like, it'll be like any booze website. Mm-hmm. You get greeted by banners that says, are you 21?
Yeah.
Because of all the nonsense that goes on with that particular brand.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense to me.
But as soon as you click yes, the banner just opens up and it's just the devil just beating off of his 2 devil dicks.
Right. And your computer gets hacked.
And he's filling bottles.
2 at a time, right?
2 at a time. Because he's a production genius, really.
Wow, that's a lot of work for one entity, person, demon.
It's the devil.
Yeah. But you'd think he'd have better things to do than just, you know, beating off into... Well, I guess someone else could do it for him while he handles other business.
That's true. He's on his laptop.
Yeah.
He's just taking care of devil office stuff.
Well, naturally, yeah. You know, devil things.
Devil things.
Yeah.
You know, under the desk, just, you know, poor tortured souls are just beating him off into little bottles.
Right. There's just like these long lines because, you know, they just keep rotating them. That way their hands don't get dry.
Oh, no. They just beat him off until they die again.
Oh. What's worse in that scenario? Waiting in that line knowing that's what's going to happen or actually having it happen?
I think waiting in the line. You're going to be there a while.
That's what I'm saying.
Thinking like, I got to jerk this guy off until I die.
Yeah.
This is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to open up my eye really wide. Hope he pierces my brain pan.
Every once in a while they have to pull someone away because, you know, they try to kill themselves with, you know, devil spunk.
Devil spunk.
Because it's so hot. It just starts burning your flesh as soon as it hits you, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah. So, boy, that is no good.
It'll be just be like devil spunk in some weird font. Mm-hmm. And the bottom, it'll just be like, you know, the spunkiest of sauces.
Oh, it's terrible, Tony.
No, you don't like the marketing I'm doing?
It's got like Ed Asner on it. I hate spunk, you know?
Yes.
No.
It could actually have Ed Asner because hell, I mean, I don't know if he went to hell.
I don't know.
But he's dead.
He can do endorsements though, right?
Yeah, right?
I mean, I'd hope. I don't know. That would be kind of
I like the image of the devil having like an office.
Yeah, right.
He just goes in there, hangs his coat up. Fires up a laptop, gets pissed off because someone left a copier on all night.
Right.
Waste energy.
Yeah. You son of a...
office supposed to be green.
You know, it's funny. Have you ever watched, there's a show on Adult Swim called Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell?
No, but it sounds wonderful.
It's kind of that idea, is that there's like a guy who's the devil and then a bunch of people who've died and they're, you know, serving out their sentence in hell.
Right.
And, you know, and it's basically like an office setting. kind of a thing. Like they have, like there's different episodes where they have like board meetings and, you know, like different times it'll be, talking about how they need to get their production on Torture and stuff up, you know. So I didn't really care for it at first, but I've seen quite a few episodes of it now and it kind of grew on me. So
Nice.
And Eddie Pepitone's on there as just like this guy who is constantly being tortured.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, Eddie Pepitone's great. So
Yeah. Gets all loud.
yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, it's yeah. That's why I said it's an interesting show, but it's not quite, you know, the same. But it's kind of that idea is that the guy who's the devil basically is, you know, very like corporate.
Right.
Because I think it is like the corporation is called Hell.
Nice.
Yeah, and like they all wear like yellow polos with like a corporate logo that looks like something from like a cell phone provider or something. It's pretty awesome.
So it's very organized.
Yeah, yeah, as it should be. You know, you gotta run a tight ship.
As it well, yeah, the devil does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Until he's getting beaten up into my hot sauce bottles.
Yeah. How did you strike that deal up with the devil?
The amount of souls, Brian.
Yeah.
The amount of soul.
You're like, I'd give my soul to have my own hot sauce, and he's like, well.
Well,
He shows up looking like Colonel
figure
Sanders.
out how I was going to come in bottles for fun.
Yeah. I think we can work out something here.
Because the devil's all excited because he gets to be on Earth
Mm-hmm.
by pranking people into eating his own jism.
Right. God, this is awful.
It is.
Oh,
Why are we still talking about
I
this?
don't know. We should move on. Oh,
Apparently a terrible human.
man. So here's something that's been taking up my time lately. Because, you know, I play I told you before I play the the Marvel
winner thingy?
No, the Marvel Puzzle Quest thing.
Oh.
On my
Oh,
iPad.
yeah. Okay.
And I saw the other day, you know, I'm watching wrestling, and WWE has basically their version of that game. You know, it's a gem matching game. And then, you know, each time you do a match, you know, like your guy, you know, attacks the other guy, and there's special moves you can do and whatnot. So I was like, oh, I'm going to download this, and, you know, what the hell. So I put it on my iPad, and like after every other match, it crashes. The app did.
That's exciting.
And I'm like, oh. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw it on my phone and see, you know, how it is on there. And I've had no issues with it on my phone.
Right.
But apparently my iPad just does not like playing with it. So, but you know, it's kind of fun. It's nothing ridiculous. Like there's not a lot of, you know, it's got its frustrations like all of those games do.
Oh, yeah, you hit a level or something, you're like, fuck.
Well, like, you go through, like, you know, you start out as, on the NXT tour, you know, which makes sense. You're starting in the minor leagues, basically. And then, you know, you work your way through the circuits. You unlock, you know, more wrestlers. Cause you start out with The Rock. And then, like, the first match you have is against John Cena. So then you unlock John Cena. And, you know, there's rewards you can get to open up, like briefcases or gym bags or whatever that give you other things that allow you to upgrade your guy, or, you know, or you can get, posters of wrestlers which unlock the guys, or if you already have them, will help you upgrade the character.
Give them new trunks.
Yeah. No, not like that, but that'd be kind of cool. No, actually, it looks like the way the game is, like, different wrestlers, there's different versions of them. Like the early version will be like the NXT version, or like Sting with the bleach blonde hair will be the early one. And then the later one will be like NWO Sting or whatever, you know?
Yeah. From the rafters of a baseball bat Sting.
Right. And, but the part that's frustrating is that, you know, you only get so many health packs, like all of those games. You only get so many lives, and you run through them. And I was reading I'll have a thing in our notes that has some tips for the game for anybody who, you know, who does play it. But it tells you not to go into any match with a guy who's not at like full, health. And I've did it a couple times.
Just like I sang it.
I sang it. So I've done.
I swear I did it. I sang it, Grandma. I reckon you didn't tell me that.
I'm fixing to tell you right now. We're gonna go into like a Squidbillies moment here.
Basically.
So anyway, so I've done that a couple of times where I've gone in with someone that's not quite, it's like if you have 3,000 health, the dude will have like 2,750, and I'm like, I only have 5 health packs. I don't want to waste that. We'll see how it goes. And I just get destroyed. It's funny how it seems like the game is like, oh, they're not at full health, and you just get wrecked sometimes. So I'm like, so I've been playing it to where, once I run out of health packs, I just pretty much, even though I probably could play a little longer because I'll have guys that are near full health, I just quit playing.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, although it takes the guys forever to recover. It's not like the Marvel one where if you play tonight and don't touch it all day, by the time you go to play again, all your characters will be at 100%. This one, I've had a few of the guys that aren't back that way after like 12 or so hours. So that I don't like.
That seems weird.
Yeah, because it's like you only have so many health packs, so
right.
You only get like 5 a day.
And if the health packs probably cost real monies or whatever?
I think they do if you want them after that. Or they might be, there's in-game cash that's not,
geez.
No. I mean, there's in-game, like you earn it in the game cash. And then there's other things, obviously, you could buy with real money. So I don't know. I haven't looked, but yeah. Anyway, it's it's kind of fun. It's fun to have the wrestlers and stuff.
It's fun to have the option to just kind of sit there and mindlessly play one of those games for a little while.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it. It's like I don't play the Marvel one on my phone. I play it on my iPad. So I was like, well, this gives me a game on my phone that if I'm somewhere, I can just pull that game up real quick.
True.
The matches go pretty quick in it, so I can kind of get in and get out of it. So.
Have you ran into those games or whatever where it's like impossibly hard to get past a certain point?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dog! Still wanted to find an IPA on the carpet.
Yeah, well, what you can do. Yeah, that's really frustrating.
When I end up stop playing them, is I spend a good week trying to get by one board, and I'm just like table flip my phone into a fountain or something.
Right. Well, that's the way I got with like that Marvel game at one point. Was the only way I was going to be able to play some of the challenges that they put up each day or once a week or whatever would be to upgrade some of my characters. But in order to do that, I needed, like, you either have to put money into the game,
right?
Or luck into certain things that, allow you to upgrade your character. And I'm like, I'm not putting money into this. And I got to a point where I'm like, I'm like never playing this game. And right around
that, I have it on my phone now.
Yeah,
right?
well, right around the time I was going to delete it, they issued a thing that was like, "Hey, we've gone through and nerfed a lot of difficulties and made things more fun and blah blah." And it's so much better now. Like just from randomly playing it, they've added extra rewards and stuff like that help you level your characters faster and easier, which
that's good.
Made a huge difference. So yeah. But the wrestling one is, like I said, it's been pretty cool so far. The only problem is I'm at a point to where like each level that you go through, there's like 5 to 7 roughly matches in it. And, I'm at that point now that my characters are like, it'll tell you what level, like the base level your guy should be in order to start this level. And my guys are kind of almost at that point to where they're barely meeting that level. So the only thing I can think of is that I need to go back and replay the other things again, which kind of sucks because I don't really want to keep playing the same ones over and over, But, because you're not going to unlock as much stuff that way. But if that's basically the only way I can do it to level my guys up, I guess, that's all I can do.
It's true.
Yeah.
You ever find yourself with stuff like that, and just in phones in general? Because I think I suffer from like scrolling addiction.
Yeah.
Because I'll be on like those games I'll play until I run out of lives. Mm-hmm. And this is where I'm glad I'm kind of stuck on Candy Crush right now, because you'll beat a board, and it'll be like 10 o'clock at night, and I'll be feeling about half dead. Like I just got done jerking the devil off all day or something.
Sure. Yep.
And it'll be like, oh, you beat that board within this little time window we gave you? Congratulations, guy. You have unlimited lives for 2 hours. And it's like, oh, well, fuck, I'll just keep playing, you know?
Yeah, sure.
But no, the scrolling thing I got was from, like I said, Imager.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I'll just sit there and just...
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's all memes I've seen before. Every once in a while there's some fresh new picture, but it's generally memes and GIFs that I've already seen.
Right.
But I still am compelled.
Right, because fear of missing out. You don't want to miss that one image that might be the funniest thing you could have ever seen.
Exactly.
And then you got to wait until you see it on Facebook.
Oh, God, that long?
Like 6 months later. Yeah.
All right. Jeez.
I know totally what you're talking about, because I actually used to have that issue with Reddit.
Yeah.
And I also have had it, and probably still have it, with Twitter. Not as much with Twitter, because I've mostly gone into like talking to people via DM groups now.
Right.
But before those, you know, I was constantly scrolling my, you know, because there's just constantly tweets hitting timelines, you know? So pretty much every time you pull down and let go, there's a whole new page of, you know, you could just keep scrolling. And
all the scrolling.
Yeah, and after a while, you're like, I need to quit doing this because it's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be a thing.
Yeah, I think it really relates into that fear of missing out thing.
Yeah,
at some
maybe.
point to where, you know, it's like you keep doing it even though you know there's really not much of a chance of seeing something new because you don't want to miss that new thing, you know?
Right.
So
maybe it's got some sort of like hunter-gatherer thing, like, ooh, and you get a little like dopamine spike.
Yeah, probably.
When you're like, you know, flip, meme, you know, victory kid, confession bear, ooh, nipples, or something.
Dick.
God damn it, Imager.
I'm going off of a previous conversation of ours.
Yeah, exactly. When I opened it, and for some reason I was looking at the user submitted, which is like the Wild West of that website.
Yeah, it is.
And the first thing was just some donger. Like, God damn it.
Well, you know, I mean,
if I wanted to see a dick, I would just podcast no pants on and occasionally glance down. Like, oh, there's one.
Well, you've got a mirror
There's
under
dick.
that desk, so.
Yeah, and a spy cam.
Right. Wait. That seems terrifying.
Sexy?
Yeah, it does. It's sexy. Naturally.
That's right, listening audience. Get your genitals out. This is getting sexy.
Yeah. Forget the tight trousers. We've moved past
Right.
that. Oh,
Exactly.
boy. All right. So what else you got there?
Oh, I guess since we're talking phones and, you know, genitals.
What a segue.
Kik has reintroduced public hashtag searches
Sure.
to join groups.
For optimal stalking. Yeah.
For optimal stalking.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do want to join the Salty Language group that we occasionally hear us talking about, it's hashtag SLPod. Just search it out. You'll find us and you can join.
Oh, okay. That's
And,
actually
you know,
a positive thing. I thought this was going to go somewhere much darker.
No. That was the Toledo group I'm part of that got crazy. And there's nothing worse than it's like 10 in the morning. You open up Kik and it's just a picture of a couple of breasts.
Yeah.
But they're not good breasts.
Oh, okay.
I mean, most breasts are good breasts.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, there has to be extremes, though. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, you know, on the like the arbitrary 1 to 10 scale, these are probably like a 6.
Mm.
They weren't bad, but they weren't great.
Right.
But then they took massive deductions because it looked like somebody was like, here's some nice titties guy here. Let me go get my bat and beat the fuck out of them because they're all bruised and haggard and.
Wow. Why would you post pictures of bruised titties? Is it supposed to be like, my daddy did this to me or something
I'm
like that?
guessing.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Because I remember
that was
used to see that when I would go on, what is it on Reddit? The one where it's NSFW basically, where it's basically Reddit's version of the Wild West.
Right.
You know, and people would do that and you'd see like there'd be like an ass pic and it looked like, you know, a car hit them basically.
Right.
Like, look at my love marks. And I'm like, no, that's abuse. I don't care how you want to look at that. I will never accept that it's anything but abuse.
I can read the license plate backwards on your ass cheek.
So, whatever. But, yeah. What are you going to do? We should really quit looking at these sites, Tony.
Nah.
You're right. Forget it. Why
Too silly.
Yeah, it's true. So, all right. Well, that's cool. Yeah, you know what's funny? Just real quick on the Kick thing.
Yeah.
There used to be, like, early social media sites used to always have location searches where you could search by city and such, you know? And
right.
most sites realize really fast that that's a terrible idea because people can find people that way. And, you know, it can be dangerous, basically. Like Twitter, when I first signed up for Twitter, you could look by area.
That's weird.
Yeah. And, you know, some of the other sites, like I think Instagram used to have kind of that thing too. And unless people hashtag it now, I don't think you really find it. But it's like, I don't like any of those apps or anything that have the find people nearby. And it's like, I mean, Tinder is one thing, you know? I mean,
right. Tinder makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It's still a dangerous app, really.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
for sure.
You could just find someone close to you and then kill them. But,
like this dog.
Yeah.
Stab.
But, you know, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too paranoid about it, but it just seems like a really terrible idea.
Right.
But I don't know. Kick's probably, I mean, they're grasping at straws because every other social media site basically does what they do.
Right.
You know, they don't really do much different than anything else anymore because everybody's got a DM or a messenger or something like that now. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
I got groped today too.
Did you?
Did. We're in this, homeware store trying to find cause our stupid shower.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I was going to back up into this old guy or whatever, but he put his arm around my waist like we were about to go dancing as he walked by me. It was the weirdest thing ever.
Are you sure he wasn't going to maybe no, I got nothing. This is what he was going to do. I was
going
to name a wrestling move, but pump handle slam's probably the most accurate.
He might have been, I don't know. Ugh. But you know how it's kind of like a good male power move to you're walking into a building. Let me put my hand on your lower back, lady.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, because then you're like, lower back. And she's like, oh, he's so manly. Basically, at least that's what my brain says.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's 100% accurate. I mean, first,
exactly, right?
Microphone and internet. So
yeah, for sure.
It's true.
So I don't know if that's what he was going for, but it was weird.
Well, did you respond that way? Like you kicked your heel up and
yeah, I did. Mule kick style. Just good douche. Send dentures flying across the store.
Nice. I like that. That's a good plan right there.
Right?
Yeah. Step and sidekick into him.
It'd be like, clean up aisle 3, biatch.
Naturally.
Except if you're in Sizer, that's aisle 2.
Well, if they're dentures, he's just going to go buy a new set, you know.
That's true.
He's probably not going to waste his time trying to put them back together.
I don't know. Someone can get those teeth and make some voodoo spells.
Yeah, probably. He just turns them into a necklace and hunts you down from then on.
It's true.
Man, nothing's going right in my life, and I can't figure out why. There's like a thunderstorm, if lightning hits, and you just see the outline of him outside the window, and he's just shaking his teeth, or his necklace of teeth. That is.
Well, of course, looking for the one missing one.
That's the only way that he'll let up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Old Charlie McGhostface, haunting again.
I hate it when that happens.
Damn you, Charlie. Damn you.
Yep. So, well, that was sensual. So,
yes.
Yeah. I mean, glad to know you still have it,
I guess,
yeah.
Right?
Maybe stop flaunting it so much. What were you wearing? I bet you were wearing something low cut, weren't you? Asking for it.
I was actually.
Yeah, I knew it.
I was wearing my new Deep VF uniform I got.
Oh, well, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Exactly.
Too sexy for public, man.
I need to know.
Yeah.
For future reference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, VF never told us that it was dangerous to wear in public. So, but now you know.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing's half the battle.
You will get groped by old guys.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be a Y story for a minute there.
Oh, well, what?
A Y.
A what story?
The YMCA.
Why? Oh, why?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, I do have a YMCA tale because we went today.
Yeah.
And normally I go pretty bright and early in the morning, and there's definitely,
Yeah, it's when the best dick is there, yeah.
Well, we went early to mid afternoon today because kids got off school. Like, oh, we'll take them to the Y. Logan can walk over, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool. I'll just work out later. That's fine. Got there. There was like 3 people on the ellipticals. It was great. But as soon as I was wrapping up and getting ready to leave, the high school was out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think kids are allowed in the weight room. Apparently they are. It looked like
you guys go to that Y.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like someone unleashed like a band of chimps into the weight room because there's just kids like hanging out. It was like, what the fuck are these? And there's no one like going, hey, get out, scram you.
Yeah.
Even
like running around.
Kid, you bother me.
Yeah, right. Running around with the broom. Go and get.
Yeah, exactly. It was terrifying.
That is interesting.
I'm so glad I'm done working out.
That is interesting because I've been in a couple of gyms in my life, and they didn't allow anyone under the age of 18 in the weight room because it's dangerous.
Well, yeah, it's dangerous. I mean, I was watching kids try to do shit on machines. I'm like, they shouldn't even be sitting on that thing.
Yeah.
Let alone trying to do a pull or a lat pull down or something dumb.
Right.
It's like, you kids are idiots. First off, second off, you're still idiots.
I like that you reconsidered.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But so, I got out of there, Gene and I are sitting in there like waiting for the kids to do all their shit. And they have a big old television up above their fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
And there was the scariest woman I've ever seen in my life on TV. And she's got a show. And the show was just basically people dancing and weird like fast cuts. And like, I'm going to punch in this pineapple and win a prize, but we're going to take a 3 commercial break, and then you're going to come back, and then you're going to find out the prize. And now that I told you what the prize is and everyone's celebrating, we're going to cut away to more commercials. What? Have you ever heard of Wendy Williams?
Yes.
One, she's fucking terrifying.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with that face, but it should probably be removed with a lawnmower.
Wow, that's pretty harsh. But whatever.
Just to make room for a new face.
Right.
Because it's not a good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe in the light that it looked horrifying.
No, I've never seen it be a good face.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just you.
Got that going for.
No, she's terrifying. You're right.
But everything, the show was just fucking awful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and people watched this. People stood in line for either free or they bought tickets to this.
Yeah.
And it was just her the whole time sitting in her it was almost like a throne.
Right.
And then, like I said, there was someone that was like, oh, I'm dancing. Woo. I'm going to try win a vacation from this pineapple. And they got some other asshole. Oh, if you win the Super Bowl, what's your victory dance going to be in? And they start dancing. It's like, what the we're doomed as a nation. If this counts as entertainment, we're all fucked.
Stop being jealous of her. I know that you want that type of show.
Yes. I definitely want creepy cheekbones and giant yammers.
Yeah, because we'll run the old switcheroo on them with the pineapple. Be like, punch through this pineapple and see what your prize is. And little do they know it's made of cinder block or something like that.
Punching into somebody's chest.
Yeah. They just destroy their hand and be like, your prize is a hospital visit. Yay! And everyone goes crazy.
And then you just hop on, I don't know, take everyone's purse they left behind because everyone's freaking out.
Right. And then I go sit back on my throne while the guards take the person away. Sounds like fun to me.
Kings can't be wrong.
Exactly. It's good to be the king.
Wait. Oh. Dude. I am Brian, I'm not braining real well right now.
Yeah, well, it happens.
There you go.
There you go.
The Macho King.
Yep.
Damn. All right. That's enough of that.
Beautiful. Yeah. Well, speaking of the television stuff, I was looking for something to watch the other night, and I mentioned to you a little bit ago that I was going to start watching Seinfeld at some point.
Oh yeah, right.
And I have started it, and I'm into, I think, about halfway through the 4th season.
Right.
Now, the first season's only like 6 episodes, which I did not know. I didn't realize it was that short of a season. But it's funny because it seems funnier to me than it did before when I've tried to watch it.
Right.
But the things that annoyed me about it still annoy me to no end. Like they're, how they just do the same word back and forth like 12 times at times. And, just some of that kind of stuff. And like the whining, like the way that Seinfeld and George both really whine at times just annoys the piss out of me. But there's really funny stuff in the show. There's some really funny stuff, but, so there's been a few episodes where they'll just keep doing the back and forth where each time one of them says it, they're also raising their voice, or not their voice, but their voice gets higher. And,
right.
And I'm just sitting there going, enough already. Like if I was in the room, I'd be like, knock it off, like.
Yeah, it's the room and those bolos are on all you actors.
Yeah. Well, I think it bugs the shit out of me that no one in their little group or whatever, when they start doing their little back and forth, like no one goes, stop it. Like that's really annoying. Like nobody ever does it.
Right.
It's like that. And I know it's a TV show, but somebody would say that, someone in their group would look at him and be like, you need to quit that. That is really freaking annoying.
Yeah. Cut the shit.
Yeah. Like enough. You guys don't need to repeat each other 20 times. That does not make it funnier. Because it reminds me of the Seth MacFarlane thing sometimes where he pushes past the point of funny just to see how many times he can have a character say something. And after a while, it's just like, okay, in my head, this is like lazy writing now because instead of writing an actual joke, you're just pushing past where it was funny.
Yeah, you filled up 10 minutes of people saying butterscotch.
Yeah, exactly. Butterscotch. Exactly. But it's funny because I like listening to the Seinfeld joke part, like where he's doing the stand up on each episode. One of the episodes I watched last night, he was talking about, because it's one where Kramer gets kicked in the head, but he's wearing a helmet, but he still gets a concussion out of it. And, Seinfeld in his stand up bit is talking about how humans, instead of going, hey, maybe we should quit doing activities that hurt our heads, we go, no, let's create something we can put on our heads that allow us to continue doing that
it's
event.
It's a fine observation.
Yeah. And there's one more part to it I can't remember. But
remember earlier when I said we're all doomed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what it was. He talks about that, and then he goes, and then to make it even worse, he's like, we create the helmet, but a bunch of people refuse to wear them, so then we had to create helmet laws to make people wear helmets to protect them from doing things that can hurt their heads. He's like, we go to all this length rather than just going, maybe we should quit doing these activities. Which
this is true.
That made me laugh, because like I said, that's a strong observation for sure.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's one thing he's always been good at, right?
Yep. Yeah, that breakdown.
You said there's a whole run of Seinfeld on Hulu?
Yeah, every episode. And I'm trying to get, the thing is I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it before Golden Girls drops, but we'll see. It's counting me down, man. I got 9 days.
Do. Well, I think we're going to be getting Hulu again soon, so that'd be cool. Because I always I never watched Seinfeld hardcore, but I always enjoyed it,
Yeah, and I'm the same way. Like, the other night was the episode where with Kramer in the line of these pretzels are making me thirsty, which that episode cracks me up because of, that line is just, anytime I eat pretzels, I think of that line, Yeah. So, yeah. But that's literally, aside from like wrestling, that's pretty much all I've watched this week, because whenever I'm watching something, I'm like, well, I'll just keep watching Seinfeld because there's a million of them for me to watch.
Yeah. Why not? Right.
Yeah. Cause I'm not going to be like, I know some people will watch shows like this where there's a bunch of seasons. They'll watch like a couple of seasons and then they'll do something and they'll come in and it's like, nah, I'm going to go all the way through the show. Just like I did with Cheers and Frasier, which is 10 years each of episodes.
Them's a lot of episodes.
Oh, it is. And I think Seinfeld's somewhere near that too. I think it was on 9 or 10 years, I think, or
I think so.
something
Yeah.
like that. I think it's 9. So, yeah.
Right.
Right. So how about you? Anything else there? Or?
No, I'm about. That's about it for my
What?
my stories. Stories. I haven't really watched anything.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Be a jerk like that. It's cool.
I got this dog face right now.
Dogface Gremlin? Another wrestling joke?
Nice. I need to get her one of those little hats.
Yeah.
The wrestling hats.
Yes.
And a fucking Letterman jacket.
Sure. And Unitard. Don't forget the Unitard.
Unitard. Oh, hell yeah. No, not the Unitard, because then she's got a dump in it.
Not necessarily. You could, there's ways around that.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. So, Fluffy Bunny Ash pointed out to me yesterday that there's a Kickstarter going on right now they're trying to bring back Mutant League football.
Really?
Yeah.
As in a video game?
Yes,
or
sir.
Huh.
Yep. Like right now, it says on this, it says all backers get special access to download and play the exclusive game preview.
All I gotta say, Brian, is
Yeah.
Shut up and take my money.
That's our first one. I've got another one too. But,
okay, nice.
But yeah, it looks like they're trying to just get the rest of the funding. The graphics and stuff that they show in this video, it looks strong. But it's
Really?
like, yeah, they're looking to get $60,000 and currently they have 31 days to go and they're at $41,302. So looking strong right now. Oddly enough, they have 666 backers.
That's interesting.
Satan!
Making his hot sauce.
Yeah, like I told Ashley, I was like, I'd prefer if it was Mutant League Hockey, but I do miss the old arcade games. Like her and I were talking about, like, I don't know if you ever played like Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball or NFL Blitz, of course, or
right.
This and Mutant League Hockey. Now I kind of hope that they keep some of the sense of humor of it too, that they don't try to make this too serious.
I would certainly assume they're going to keep sense of humor because that was always part of it. But
yeah.
I guess you never know.
Right.
Could be some asshole in control of it.
The guys keep running around. I think this guy here is named after Roethlisberger, but I can't read it because the video, he just keeps moving. But it's like, this team is, the one team is the Blitzburg Steelheads.
Right.
And the other one is the nuked London Hatriots. Instead of New England.
The old Hatriots.
Yeah. So there you go. That answers the joke question, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, yeah, I would really like to see this get made. It says they're looking for the estimated delivery of the game or whatever at October 2017. But I'm sorry, here we go. Important, the finished PC game is planned to be delivered in October 2017. Consoles will take a few months longer.
All right.
But it looks like they're planning it for PC, Steam, Xbox One, PlayStation 4. Yeah. So
that's actually a decent release spread too.
Yeah, and it also says something about beta access this summer, like depending on where you donate, that you may get beta access.
I'm sure, Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Nice job, Tony. Nice job.
Dude, I think I'm shutting down over here.
Nah, you're fine. So anyway, damn it. I want to see like character. Oh, here we go. Real quick. I'll run this down. Online multiplayer, 2 to 4 players, including competitive and co-op. Nice.
That's cool.
I like the fact that co-op is included. Over-the-top visual and gore effects include blood splatters, comically horrific deaths, fire effects, exploding body parts, and dismemberment. Awesome.
These all sound good.
Right? Killer stadiums. Extremely dangerous fields are filled with diabolical traps and hazards, including explosive mines, toxic moats, lava flows, and craze fans cheering on their favorite squad of murderers.
Nice.
Awesome. Dirty tricks, which I'm so happy. Each team has its own set, including Bribe the Ref, which is a classic one, where you pay off the referee. New additions like Chainsaw Massacre, where your running back pulls out a league-approved chainsaw and slices and dices the defense into submission.
I love us as league approved.
Yeah. And ginormous, where your blitzer grows 5 times his normal size. That's gotta be
awesome.
great. Oh man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. And then, it actually has a breakdown of some of the teams. One of the collectible things, which is kind of cool, is, where is it? That you actually can, get your own MFL team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like you help them design the logo and blah. Oh, looks like it's already sold. But, another one was, that it comes in like a classic Sega Genesis looking case.
That's cool too.
Name your own play, name your own player, a player statue. You know, there's a lot of cool rewards in here too, but they've got a few of the names of the characters like Throb Bronkowski, the
Nice.
The Shermanator, which is, Richard Sherman.
Right.
Slay Rathspews, instead of Clay Matthews. Hambonio Crown instead of Antonio Brown.
I like Hambonio, makes me laugh.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, anyway, like I said, they break down like a few of the teams.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do end up doing like a hockey based on if this is successful enough.
That's what I'm hoping is if this is successful.
That'd be great. Like kind of kickstart the whole Mutant League franchise again.
Well, the guy who's in charge of this, was it Michael Mendheim? He's the creator and designer of Mutant League football and hockey. So, maybe he'll be able to, bring them both back. That'd be so awesome.
Grease the proper gears and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is one of my, I don't normally want to give money to stuff like this, very often, but it's like if I had some money right now, I'd throw a couple bucks at it. 'Cause, see it, maybe, pledge enough to get a copy of the game basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's no way in hell I won't want to play this,
Right.
So.
Well, you never know. It might come out. It might be terrible.
I'd still want to play it, though, until I read that it's terrible, I guess.
Fair enough. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So. You said you don't have anything else, right?
No. I'm at the end of my little bitty notes I got here.
Right. Well, I'm pretty much done. Oh, wait. No, I have one more thing, which was another shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
And that is... I told you about this the other day, and they revealed pictures of Parks and Rec Funko Pops, and one of them that I told you about was the Ron Swanson, which
amazing,
looks fantastic. But the rest of the line, or the rest of the lineup, like they have little Sebastian in there, and which is I think pretty cool that they're making a little Sebastian.
They should be.
Yep. So the
fucking thing's a national treasure.
I agree. The first wave is Andy, Leslie, Ron, Tom, April, and little Sebastian.
Right.
So that it clearly is not all of the characters because there's quite a few that they could still make.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like, when you and I talked about it, I mentioned that, I'd rather have, Burt Macklin than a regular Andy.
Oh, absolutely.
So, cause if they make a Burt Macklin, I'm going to have to get one of those. And, same.
I think everybody needs it should be just standard issued for everyone in the United States to look at for inspiration.
Yeah, I agree. And also, as you mentioned, there needs to be a Duke Silver one.
Oh, for sure, it needs to be Duke Silver.
Because it's a crime if they don't make one of those.
Yeah.
So.
And they definitely need a Ron Swanson Tammy 2-pack.
Yes. Do you know what's funny is they can make multiple Ron Swanson Tammy 2-packs.
Oh, for sure.
And different Rons. Like the one you mentioned would be great too with him in the cornrows.
Yeah, corn all G'd up.
Yeah, or when he's in his kimono.
Oh yeah.
Like those would be great. And also I said I would love to see a Johnny Karate one.
Right.
So, yeah. But there's also just regular characters from the show that, other ones that they, like, who is it? Someone listed right down here. Chris, Ann, Donna, Ben, Jerry, Larry, Gary, Terry,
Wow, the Reeves names.
Yeah, well, they're all the one guy. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. Duh.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Because they don't call him by his real name, I think, until the end of the show.
Meanwhile, isn't he like rich with like crazy hot daughters or something?
Oh, he's got a
crazy hot wife.
Crazy hot wife, yeah. And
that's what it was.
They just cannot figure out how he landed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Parks and Rec in a while. I need to get on that.
Yeah.
Shit.
I've kind of thought about going back at some point and, going through it again. I'll probably do 30 Rock first, though. But
right.
Anyway, that's the other shut up and take my money.
Boom. I missed.
Shut up and take my money.
The boom doesn't work as well when you miss, Tony.
Yeah, no. I know. I'd hit just under the button. Son of a bitch.
Fail dozer. That's all right.
I know, right? It's okay.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
True, it could. You could dump beer on your foot or something.
Yeah, already done that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, I guess it's cue the W time, unless you got something else before that.
Negative.
All right, let's cue the W it up.
Last week we asked from his question for Couple Things Pod was, what grocery store item would you get for free for the rest of your life? Right? Right.
Yep.
And now me, because it's being me, I forgot to post this up on Monday like I normally do. So we have limited responses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If I could put it up Thursday.
It's both of our faults because I didn't look to see if you posted it. I got to stop trusting you, Tony. I got to just stop trusting you.
I know, right? Dev asked, is it one item or a category of items? He's like, so do I only get New York strip steak or just meat? So I had to straighten him out and be like, no, you get something specific.
Right.
Right?
That's a good question, though. Normally Dev would just try to rules lawyer his way through things, but
hold on.
That's a fine question.
Hold on.
All right.
So he says, okay, then I'll go with the pork loin primal cut. The stores around here do the butchering on site. So I get that primal cut. So I could get pork loin, baby back ribs, rib chops, blade chops, center cut chops, sirloin chops, country ribs, crown roast, and etc. # food lawyer.
All right.
Yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
he was lawyering up again.
Yeah. Well, we kind of talked about that last time because, you mentioned that about going with a roast because you could...
a whole chicken.
Or a whole chicken, I'm sorry. Yeah, because you could do a bunch of different things with it. So, yeah. I mean, that makes the most sense, get something that you can be versatile about. So.
Yeah, because eventually you're going to get sick of this stuff. What is it, Hormel chili?
Naturally, how could you ever get sick of Hormel chili?
Can't.
All right.
Impossible.
I know.
You know what happens before you get sick of Hormel chili?
You die.
The earth gets sick of you, exactly.
The earth gets sick of you. It spins faster, so you fly off of it.
Exactly. It's like, more chili for me, human.
That's actually what the Earth's core and stuff is made of. Hormel chili. Yeah.
Yep.
Little known fact.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Little known fact.
I've been there.
I know, it's nice, isn't it?
I seen it.
Matthew McDonough, he responded with, I'd gladly accept Ore-Ida tater tots. # Clyde life.
All right.
I'm going the I'm tired I blink.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Besides that, making tater tots or possibly like tater tot casserole or something. The fuck are you doing with tater tots, man?
You can make them in hash browns.
That's true.
Potato cakes by flattening them out. It's really pointless because it's all the same thing basically, though. But hey, maybe if he has just that much lust for tater tots, might save him a bunch of money. We don't know what kind of tater tot budget this man normally rocks.
This is true.
Maybe he spends half his paycheck on tater tots. Now, all of a sudden, he's got money to do other things.
It's true. The old lady's wondering why he's not coming home with more money.
Right. And
you
now
can't tell he's going to fast food.
Yeah,
nothing, honey.
Now he can afford some Hormel chili,
Yep, exactly.
to put over those tater tots.
Whoa. I keep getting the nods.
Yeah, I noticed. Jesus
Christ.
We're almost done, man. Hang in there. Do you have any more?
Damn,
son.
I might have to actually listen to this because this past 40 minutes, I've been in and out. It's horrible.
It's awesome.
I know it's not the beer either. I'm just fuck. Sorry, audience. I almost call you audience.
Well, whatever.
No, that's all I got from Facebook,
all right.
Brian.
So, Cheeto Bandito said, that he would take toilet paper. He hates buying it. Fuck that. Give me all the free TP.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It is an item in the grocery store.
That was actually what I was really curious to see would be if more people picked foodstuffs or if they would pick something like, TP or, drugs. But, I was hoping somebody would pick like Sudafed because it would have been hilarious.
It's gonna cook meth, baby.
Yeah, all the meth,
Good
baby.
meth.
And it's all free. And you get it because the rules of the game are that you get whatever you pick. So
That would have been the ideal choice.
yeah, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
It's in a grocery store too. I mean, it's within the store. Y'all missed out.
Sure is.
Y'all missed out. So,
Well,
all right, that's all I have.
right on. So you had a good one this week for us, Brian.
Yeah.
Would you care to share?
Yeah, I was in one of my Twitter DM groups, and I don't remember how, but we got to talking about like something about strippers, and somebody mentioned what song they would dance to or something like that. So I immediately sent Tony a text with Q of the W idea. What would your stripper song be?
It's pretty excellent.
Yeah, I think so. And as you responded, which I didn't even think that far in advance, if we get enough of them, we'll set up, we'll throw a stripper song playlist together on our YouTube channel too. So,
Absolutely.
Right.
All right. So I got my song.
Okay.
For sure, Brian, if I'm in dancing in, like Larry's All-Star Male Review.
Right.
Yeah.
Larry.
Yeah. There's nothing sexier name than Larry.
Now see, when you say that, I'm picturing Larry from Three's Company.
Oh, fair enough.
All right.
Accurate.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate. It's going to be, ladies out there looking to, grab dicks and whatever sort of nonsense they get into in the strip clubs.
Sure.
So I got to come out to Looks to Kill.
Nice.
Little Motley Crue. She's got the looks to kill. It's got high energy. I could do a karate kick or something.
Right.
Come out with the, Vince Neil goofy ass outfits.
Yeah. All right. What's great is I love the fact that kind of where we both went on this, because Motley Crue was actually something I had considered, but I went away from it. So
right.
I like your karate kicks though, because that actually mine probably involves some karate kicks too. Because I was trying to think of something. At first I was like, you had to pick something a little appropriate and sexy, and then I was like, nah, I actually think I want to go with something that makes it really awkward and creepy because that fits me better.
Okay.
So I went with Ice Cream Man with David Lee Roth singing it.
Nice. Are you gonna dress like Good Humor Man?
Obviously.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can insert popsicles.
Well, no, not. I mean, maybe for the later show.
Is it that kind of party?
Well, we'll see. Don't rule anything out.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
There's a lot of adventures out there in life. If you say no too quickly, you miss out on stuff.
This is true. Good point.
Yeah. Right. So, God, that's terrible. But yeah, there you go.
All right, beauty.
So yeah, Tony and I, the first two dancers in, I forgot what you said, Larry's whatever, all male nude review.
Larry's All-Star Male Review.
All-Star, there you go. All right.
Yeah.
That should just be the name of the playlist. The Larry's All-Stars.
Yes.
Do we come out, do we get introduced like a basketball team at some point?
We go run down a tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Like lights and streamers and cheerleaders.
That's what I'm saying. Low five and everybody as we're running out in our warm-ups.
I'm going to say yes, because that's all I ever wanted to do.
Right? Just once in life. All right. Well, there you go. That's the Q of the W. So hopefully we'll get a bunch of responses for this, because very important on this one is you got to try to paint the scene if you can a little bit for us. Yeah,
because if you just go,
pour some sugar on me. Okay, whatever.
Yes, thank you. That's terrific. Good job. We'll pour some sugar on you as we cover you in fire ants.
That seems a tad harsh, but yeah, it's fair.
Sure.
But yeah, give us either why or something about your act that would, what you're doing to take it to the next level, kind of a thing.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Right. And if you respond on Twitter, please use the hashtag Q of the W.
Because it's so much easier to find said tweets.
Truth.
Truth.
So, yeah. So I guess that's it, right? Yep. All right.
Oh, fucking man. I hope so.
So go to saltylanguage.com. Oh, sorry. I just talked all over that.
Don't worry. I was going for something, but you got to hit this. So.
Well, in fairness, maybe you should have hit that about 20 minutes ago. Maybe it woke you up.
I know, dude. It's funny because I'm sitting here and I'm here listening to you talk, and my body just goes, "Hey, you're falling." I'm like, ugh.
Oh, that sounds really weird. Like, not knowing what you're doing as that's going on, people are probably thinking you're having like awkward orgasms or something.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
good thing I'm the only one awake.
Dog sleeping?
Oh, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Like fucking crud.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, go to saltylanguage.com. All the links are there because Tony, haphazardly slaps things on the website. Sometimes they work. Sometimes, whatever.
Sometimes they don't work.
Yeah, exactly. No, they usually work. Yeah, all the links to the show are in the show notes. Also, he'll have, various links on the page as well. Check out the new enthusiasts, the one with Del Freaky. We've got another one that'll be dropping a couple days after this episode goes live, with, Mark from Tangent Bound Network. So, have a listen to those because they're both a lot of fun for us. Yeah. All the social media links are on the website if you need anything. But if you want to contact us, the best way is usually on Twitter at salty_language. Or you can hit me up at Stunami.
I am at Monotony, although I probably won't get your notification.
That's just because he's a jerk and ignores you. Well, what's this? A notification from Twitter? Deletes the app.
Delete.
Delete. Yeah, we're on Instagram at Salty Language, right?
Yes.
Yeah, YouTube Salty Language Pod. Forgot what you have the Snapchat under.
Salty_language for snappers.
Right. I'm at Ninjitsu if you want to follow me. Yeah, there's all sorts of other places that you can find us too. But again, check out the website for all the links. If you're on iTunes, if you would swing by, leave us a 5-star, leave us a review. 5-star ball wash.
5-star ball wash would be appreciated though.
Yeah, definitely. As that helps us, get found easier by people as they're looking for new fanciful podcasts to listen to. And,
exactly.
If you're using another app to get your podcast, if there's a like or a share button, please use that for the exact same reason. Make sure you're subscribed to the show. If you haven't subscribed, shame on you. Shame. And then, I feel like I'm forgetting something else, but I can't think of what it is. So, whatever. Oh, check out the other podcast that I'm on, The Crazy Life, where we talk about mental health and, tips and whatnot for dealing with that. So,
right.
With me, Heno, and Jen.
Tips and tricks for the mental health stuffs.
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah, I'm really good at words.
I know. You're on top of it.
Oh my God.
Tony's just fading, folks. It's no good.
Dude, I am fading hard. It's like I went back in time. My parents are banging now.
Yeah.
And I'm just fading. I can't play guitar.
Right.
It's not good.
I'm just picturing that someone's got you in a sleeper hold, and the ref's like picking your arm up and you're at about 2.5 right now.
Yeah. I feel like it's exactly how I'm feeling.
You need that.
I don't even know why I slept good last night. Jesus.
You need that Hulkamania strength here to come through.
I know, right?
Oh man. Oh, one last thing, or two last things. One, can't be two last things, but anyway, if you're going to shop on Amazon, please swing by the website, scroll to the bottom. There's an Amazon banner. Click on that and then shop away. They chip us off a little something and, helps us out.
Yep.
And doesn't cost you anything extra, except for, a couple seconds of your time. And, also at the bottom of the page are the networks that we're part of, such as the Tangent Bound Network, the Geek Life Radio list, and...
Could it be Brian? Shit, I missed.
Strong.
danger, bang, danger.
Entertainment.
God damn it.
This is almost like being drunk on the show.
Dude.
All right. Well, with all that, there's probably other things that I've forgotten, but man, whatever. You'll find them at saltylanguage.com. So until next time, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Unless it blows up on your dick and feet.
True. Is DMX on the show now? What's going on?
Yeah. What's my name?
Oh boy. I don't know. I guess, I'd say stay woke, but Tony's clearly not going to be able to do that.
No, I'll probably just fall asleep on the stairs. Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm wrapping up.
Yeah. So.
One more time.
Right. What y'all really want? Jeez. Oh boy. All right. Well,
what a shit show.
This is something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I got nothing else. Stay classy, San Diego.